Today is a very special day here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. This is Crossing for a Cure.
So my name is Travis Suit. I'm the founder and executive director of the Piper's Angels Foundation and Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. And the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis was an event that was born out of the connection and relationship to the ocean and the benefits of the salt water and salt air for those with cystic fibrosis. My daughter Piper was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when she was 4. And when we learned about this connection, it was a gift because at that time, your child's been diagnosed with a terminal progressive disease. It can really cast a blanket of uncertainty on their future. And so to have something that was natural, accessible, outdoors, out of the hospital, away from her everyday treatments, it was really a miracle to have that and to be living in Florida and to be able to have this positive environment to benefit from. So we created the Crossing, which is a long-distance paddle challenge from the Bahamas to Florida as a means of promoting that connection and awareness around cystic fibrosis and the benefits of the ocean, and as a way of fundraising to support the CF community. So one of the most positive aspects of this entire event, from its inception when there were 4 paddlers and 2 boats to today, where years later we have over 80 boats, hundreds of paddlers, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fundraising. This is a crowd-funded event, and it's been incredible to watch the community here in Palm Beach County and beyond to rally together around their paddlers and participants, around our cystic fibrosis patients. And from the beginning, the most joy and sense of gratitude that I've gotten is to experience what it feels like when a community comes together, and the outreach in this wave of love that encompasses, our mission of helping people. And that's really been significant in its development, and also the resources and the people here in Palm Beach County that have come together. Everybody has really jumped on board in a big way because they understand what we're doing and why, and it's made all the difference in the world for how we help our families.
Crossing for a Cure has raised over $600,000 for cystic fibrosis research. Today we have over 200 paddleboarders coming from Bimini in the Bahamas over here to Lake Worth Beach.
So the journey from the Bahamas to Florida in this 80-mile paddle adventure, it's a really unique experience. And that journey is a great metaphor for what the people who fight with cystic fibrosis every day are going through. It's a long road. They know what lays ahead of them. Their support systems are absolutely necessary for helping them along the way when they need to be able to lean on somebody when things get rough. And so, we suffer for one day through this experience of battling the wind and the waves and the sun and the elements as a way to show our support for our CF warriors and the families and what they battle and face. And so, after hours and hours of being in the ocean, watching the sun come up and being out there over and over, you have to reconceptualize who you are in that moment to keep going. And eventually you get back here to the beautiful beach here in Lake Worth. You see this pier on the horizon, and you see these buildings on the coast of Florida and here in Palm Beach County. And it's a great beacon of hope to see those buildings, even though it can be deceiving because it's still very far away and you still have hours and hours to go. But knowing that there is a point and that you will get to the finish line, and when you get there, having your friends and family there, hearing the bells on the beach, seeing the support, and being victorious no matter whether you paddled 1 mile or 80 miles. When you cross that finish line, it's an incredibly overwhelming feeling, and it's life-changing.
Right now we've got Team Flying Fish that just paddled 80 miles from Bimini in the Bahamas to right here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. Let's cheer them on. We've got so many people.
Team Flying Fish as a unit. it's just amazing like how quickly it's grown and how much you feel like the care and the love that these people have for each other. So it's pretty incredible.
I think what made this event so meaningful to me is that as a CF patient, I have no choice. I wake up and I have to fight each day. But my friends and family and people I didn't know chose to endure this 80-mile distance to support the CF community.
So there's a number of ways that people can get involved with the Piper's Angels Foundation or with the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. You know, we try to be as all-inclusive as possible, and what I mean by that is you may not want to or be capable of paddling 80 miles. We offer an opportunity to paddle it competitively, recreationally. You can do it solo. You can paddle as a team, so you can paddle with teammates and share in the experience, but you can also be a captain. You can be a crewmate. You can be a staff or volunteer member here to help with the beach landing event or with the events in Bimini. We have a lot of pre-events leading up to a big pre-party here in Lake Worth. There's a lot of ways to get involved with the crossing in that community, and there's a lot of other ways to be involved with the Piper's Angels Foundation through our programs. You can go to pipersangels.org or to crossingforcysticfibrosis.com. You could just go check us out on social media. You know, sharing is caring, right? That's what they say. So any sharing in that way, it shows the caring for what we're doing in our mission and why. And we're very hyper-focused, and it's very black and white what we're trying to accomplish for these families and these patients. And it's that rallying that's so important. And so any contribution, any effort, any energy, any ounce of that is vital to the foundation of what we're building as a platform of advocacy for the cystic fibrosis community. I'm Travis Suit with the Piper's Angels Foundation and Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. Stay tuned for more from Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.